It's the female K44 plus 58 kilograms.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you with us here. It is time for the finals. And it is, of course, the big match up first. Amy Truesdale of Great Britain against Raji Akarmachi of Morocco. And I'm more than delighted as we welcome the world #1, Amy Truesdale. She's the top ranked fighter and she's coming into this one, and someone who knows what it feels like to be the world #1. I'm delighted to be joined by Bianca Walton. You know what it feels like to be the top seed. What's it like now as Amy Truesdale? Is she feeling nervous? Is she feeling up for it? What do you imagine is her thoughts?
She is, and hopefully she can just take that pressure away from the competition and go out there and do what she does best and goes for gold.
Well, big moments now, and the big walk into the arena for Amy Truesdale, her first World Championship final, and as Bianca Walton has said, she's up and ready for this one. Andrew Deere, former athlete himself, well, he knows his way around. And how important that relationship is, Bianca. You have that with your own coach, Paul Green.
Yeah, it definitely is a strong relationship that you do have to have, and you have to trust each other. You have to trust what the coach says and believe in what tactics he gives you, and then vice versa with the coach, trusting the athlete and doing what they're comfortable with and going out there performing how they want to perform.
And it is all about performing now for Amy Truesdale, but let's not forget her opponent, Raji Akarmachi, the Moroccan battler. Well, she's had a tough road through to this final. A little change of headgear there, but who's going to go ahead early in this one? Tactically, you're a fast starter as well. Amy seems to be a little bit more patient in her approach.
Yeah, I think like she's just going out there, taking it round by round and looking for the shots that are going to get her them points on the board, and if she just takes it kick by kick, round by round, then she can come out the gold medal.
Well, it's all about that big medal for her, trying to get the World Championship crowned here at home in London. Big times for Great Britain, big moments for Amy Truesdale and Raji Akarmachi as well. She's not here to make up the numbers. Obviously, you know, Amy's a teammate of yours, you're going to be supporting her, I'm sure. But Raji Akarmachi, a live threat in this final. And here we go, eyes down, look in. We're underway, 3 rounds to decide World Championship glory. Straight away, a lovely back leg turning kick there from Amy Truesdale. Scores simply and easily. And Raji Akarmachi, big push kick there, and it's a good start, Bianca.
Yeah, it's a fast start by Amy, and she's got a point on the board already. 3-0 up is a great start with 20 seconds just in.
Just overreaching there, Amy Truesdale. Not quite getting the distance 100% correct. Of course, that opening period so important to establish your dominance, and it is Truesdale in the centre of the mat. Akarmachi trying to match her with, but that's a lovely push kick again there.
Yeah, Amy's starting really well. She's starting off strong, and you can tell she's gone out there and she wants this title, so she's going for it.
And she's also grabbed the Gamjon as well against Akarmachi. So Amy Truesdale in prime position here. Just about 1 minute left in the first round. The referee hot on it there. The Gamjon this time for Truesdale, kicking a little bit low, but the score is anything but that. Last 50 seconds here, and it's been a good start from Amy Truesdale. Nice little response there from Akarmachi, clawing herself back into this one. A live threat. She doesn't want to settle for silver. As we creep towards the last 30 seconds, tactically it's been good so far from Amy.
Yeah, definitely. She started strong, and she's trying to use her strength in what she can do. But like you said, this girl's not in it. She's not here just to settle for silver. She's trying to come back on Amy.
No question about it, trying to come back, but Amy Truesdale advancing with a lovely double kick there. Lands with the second one, lovely push kick to boot, as she boots the body of Akarmachi. 11 seconds left, 11-3 up, and it's all over bar the shouting in this first period. Akarmachi, well, we've spoke a little bit, Bianca, about the importance of the coach. We're obviously here in terms of Amy Truesdale. If you're in Akarmachi's corner as she limps back, what's the advice? What can you do to get back in this?
I think like a coach would come back now and support and be like, it's not over yet. Like it is 11-3, but the points will come back on in the next round, and you never know what could happen. She could bring it right back. So right now it's a bit more like of having encouragement and pushing her to go through, to step through to the next round.
And obviously contrasting fortunes in the other corner. Andrew Deere, who you know well, is going to be delighted.
Yeah, definitely. Like it's a strong start from Amy, and like she's just came out then smiling away, and I think she's going to come out with the same round that she's just done, and hopefully she can add a few more points on the board.
As you say that, can she get on the board here? Akermachi, can she match the intensity of Amy Truesdale? Can the young British fighter claim her maiden World Championship title here at the World Para Taekwondo Championships? We're in the Copper Box in London. It's in the shadows of the Olympic Stadium, and both fighters grabbing ranking points on the trail to Tokyo. But trailing at the moment, Akermachi on the back foot. She's trying though, Bianca, she's been involved.
Yeah, definitely she's trying, she's in there. I think Amy's a little bit stronger for her, but she is giving it a go, and she's not stopping.
Yep, as you say that though, Amy Truesdale just putting the pressure on, a little bit of a knee injury. Talk a little bit about what it's like. World Championships, which you have won twice, you're fighting 5 and 6 times in a day. How much toll does that take on your body?
Yeah, it's a lot of stress on the body. Like you've got to, don't forget, like we have all the fights that we have in the day, but we've got to warm up, cool back down, warm back up again. So there's a lot more what goes on behind the scenes than just actually being on the ring there and then in the competition. So even though it is 6 minutes, or in this case 4.5 minutes, there's a lot more training in the back room just to come on just to get onto the ring as well.
Yep, no question about it. And getting onto the ring here to give a little bit of support, the medical professionals, the doctor there with a little red armband, he is there to make sure that the safety protocols are followed. And obviously it is para taekwondo, it's the same as Olympic taekwondo. It hurts if you get a low blow, you know all about it. Yeah,
definitely, it does hurt. Don't forget there are strong kicks coming at you, and if one does go a bit low, or it does leave a big bruise.
I think it's going to leave a big title, not only a bruise for Akermachi. Amy Truesdale gets it done in double quick time. What a wonderful feeling. You know what it's like to be the world champion. Obviously our thoughts are with Raji Akermachi. We hope that she's okay. It looked like a knee injury, but let's give the due credit that's deserved to Amy Truesdale, world champion, coach and fighter. How does that feel, Bianca?
Oh, I bet she's so happy. Like she's done so well. She came out there dead strong all day, and it's she's earned this gold medal today. Like she trained really hard in the gym all the time with us, and I'm so happy that she's came out as world champion.
Well, another world champion to add to the growing list. That's Sarah Stevenson, you, and Amy Truesdale.
Yeah. 3 strong girls. When will the boy be one?
There, well, there's always the chance for the boys to get back into that fold, but the top class female fighters joined by Amy Truesdale, and we spoke a little bit, I'm having a little look here at Raji Akermachi. She's obviously got the silver medal. She looks to be okay, and mercifully she's been helped back to her feet by the medical staff. So a knee injury, and she's fallen foul to that, but she will hopefully be okay. But most importantly, in terms of British success, Amy Truesdale, para world champion, wonderful feat, and she doesn't even look that phased about it, as if she expected to do it, Bianca.
No, she doesn't even look like she's broke a sweat. Like all her skin's perfectly intact still, so everything's fine. So I just want to say as well, congratulations again, and hopefully she can go back now and have a big smile on her face because she's world champion.
Richly deserved the World Championship title. Also just off to the side, Raji Akermachi, she goes back with a silver medal, and she goes back to the medical professionals to check on her to make sure that she is okay, and that's why you hear that nice ovation for her efforts. A tough old day at the office, but knee injuries, Bianca, they're nothing new. You know well what it takes.
Yeah, they're not a pleasant thing to have, and obviously, hopefully she will be okay, and fingers crossed that it's not too seriously.
Absolutely, we share those sentiments, but sharing the delight, I'm sure, Amy Truesdale, you get a chance to train together, work. I know you all have different training projects even within the Olympic setup. There's the elite group, there's the junior group. Do you get a chance to cross-train a little bit or interact sometimes?
Yeah, definitely. Like we do train all in the one centre, and there's because the gym is really big, and we have about 9 rings in this facility, and we can see them all training. And sometimes Amy does come across and train with us as well. So she is a fantastic athlete, and she deserves this gold medal.
No question about it. Deserving of the title and the award that she is about to receive, the Para World Championship gold medal. And she's richly deserving of it. Familiar music in the background, Bianca. Do you remember back to the British Open days? You've come quite far since then.
Yeah, it's bringing back memories, deja vu, if anything. But it is good to have it in the home soil, and the everyone from UK like supporting us and all the crowd and everything. Hopefully everyone's comes back on Saturday for us.
I was just going to say, you beat me to the punch there, or to the kick. Saturday coming up, obviously, as we've got time to chat as they put the podium together. I'm hoping and expecting that you're also hoping to be standing on the podium yourself at the end of the Grand Prix.
Yeah, I hope so, and I hope I'm on top as well. I want to be on top of the podium, so I just want to be on it. But we'll see, take it round by round like Amy did, hopefully, and hopefully I can come out on top.
And of course, obviously there's other athletes out there that looking at you now as the preeminent force. That mindset, you made a change, you made an adjustment to get to the same way that Amy Truesdale has done to get to the top. Taking it point by point, being calm. At what point do you think that came together for you?
I think you've got to remember what you're there for. You can't go in like worrying about what the outcome's going to be. You've got to remember of how you get in the ring and how you fight, so then you can give your best chance of getting the outcome that you want and you feel you deserve. And sometimes you don't always get it, even if you feel like you do deserve it. But if you go out there and mentally be strong on the tactics and your plan that you have, and that's all the best you can do. And don't forget, you've got to enjoy what you do, and if you enjoy what you do, then that beats everything.
Well, that beats everything in terms of coaching advice. A little seminar there from Bianca Walton. I'm sure you do the odd Taekwondo seminar yourself and Aaron.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, we do a few often. We've actually got one after the Grand Prix next weekend. So if you're
free
interested.
plug there. I think you've earned it. You've deserved it. But that was plenty of good advice for up and coming athletes. And up and coming, in just a couple of moments, the athletes will climb up onto the podium to receive their just rewards. And it is, as we talked about, a long old day at the World Championships. And so nice to make that final walk up to the podium. Very few people experience that, Bianca. For you, on the first occasion when you won in Korea, it was obviously very emotional in context with your own family situation. How special was that moment?
For the first time, it was unbelievable. I couldn't believe what had happened, and the way I won as well at the end was just phenomenal. And for you to walk out and be the winner anywhere, like, it's just a really good feeling, and that's what you do the sport for at the end. Like, these are the moments that you treasure, and you train in the gym with the blood, sweat and tears, and when it pays off, it's the best feeling in the world.
And the best fighter in the world gets the best feeling in the world, and they're going to get the big rewards as well for all of their efforts here. And of course, as we've seen, we were talking about it off mic, Bianca, it's the first time to host a major World Para Championships. The little delays, the little things that can happen with the technology, for the experienced Olympic athletes, they learn to deal with that. Now the para athletes on the road to Tokyo, big experience.
Yeah, definitely. Like, this is all stepping stones for them, and it is a massive competition that they've just gone out to, but it's even more like they're on their journey now to Tokyo, and it'll just be step by step, and they'll just get more and more experience from each competition going on, and it'll just raise the sport.
And speaking of raising the profile of the sport, in an ideal situation, that means then, and we're jumping ahead a little bit, come the trail to Tokyo, you're going to have Amy Truesdale, Jade Jones, Bianca Walton. That's a top-class female trio. Could be more within the para, we don't know. It's going to be a competition for gold.
It's going to be an interesting competition, yeah, and that all does come back from the gym. Like, we do train really hard back in the GB Taekwondo setup, and I think even more and more people are going to come through in the next generation, because we have got a strong team now, and it is developing more and more and more in Taekwondo and Para Taekwondo.
Yep, and you can see that development evidently on the mat. And as we talked about, the little delays, obviously the athletes have literally just finished fighting. They have to run around, they have to do the anti-doping protocols, so it takes a little bit of time. So spare a thought for the volunteers that are chasing after them somewhere in the back of the hall. But I think we can just about see a couple of the fighters just off camera, so they're going to be with us in a few seconds. There is more Taekwondo action to come. Bianca, I'm conscious that you have to prepare. Are you wanting to stay for another one, or you want to go and prepare? It's up to you.
I'll stay for one more, yeah, and then I'm going to go back and get some rest.
Yeah, it's important to rest up, but we're more than... I had to put you under pressure by saying that on microphone so you would stay, so we get to enjoy one more final with the expert analysis of Bianca Walton. It will be Kazakhstan against Turkey, and that is on its way. So obviously my brain is not working that well, but I've just been informed there by Olaf, the head of the organisation here, that obviously the injury to the Moroccan athlete Raji Akarmachi means that she can't get onto the podium. So the head of team will go up and receive it in her stead. So that's why there is a slight delay. And I suppose it gives us a chance to talk about coming back in terms of rehab, you know what I mean? Because we mentioned the knee injuries, you've had 2 serious ones. Any doubts at any point, or did you just always think I'm going to make it back?
Yeah, it's like, no, there's always doubts, like every day, and it gets stressful and gets harder and harder because you just want it to be as quick as it can to heal, and there's more obstacles that come in your way with injuries because you never know how it can rehab or anything, and it's just a frustrating thing frustrating time being part of the athlete if you get injured. Like if you're lucky enough to not get injured, it's a blessing, but most athletes do get injured at some point in their career, and it's a shame really that Raja can't get onto the podium now and collect her medal, because she's deserved that medal today, and she's fought really hard to get through that final, and it's a little bit of a shame that she can't step on the podium.
Yeah, I'm sure we all share those sentiments. And it is a bit of a shame, of course, Raji Akarmachi, but she will live to fight another day, and also she has grabbed significant ranking points on that trail to Tokyo. And as you can see, the dignitaries assembled here as Amy Truesdale troops in. What a performance from her. And World Taekwondo Federation President Dr. Chung Won Cho. Luchino Neroba from Kazakhstan. Well, she will come up after Laura Rochelle from France. She fought well, did the French fighter. But the big moment, a lovely smile and a winning wave for the bronze medalist. Of course, as we know, a silver for Raji Akarmachi. And I have to ask you, it's not a place on the podium that you like to be.
Oh yeah, obviously it's amazing success what they have got, getting a bronze medal today, but like every athlete, they want to go for gold every time, and you never know, next competition they could step up one more step, so in the future there'll be ones to look for.
As you rightly say, huge achievement, wonderful moments for both female fighters in this 58 kilogram and above K44 classification. Just checking on the diploma as Mustafa Idris from Morocco. I thought he fought really well.
Yeah, he did. He was really strong.
No mistakes. Minus point for the suit though. I think he should have put the door block on at least. But the big moment now for the world champion, para taekwondo champion, Amy Truesdale of Great Britain. A wonderful moment for her, and a feeling that you know well.
Yeah, she's done fantastic today, and I'm so proud of her, and there'll be a lot more for Amy in the future. She is definitely one to watch for para taekwondo, and she will be in Tokyo, and I'll put money on her now getting gold.
Well, she's got the gold here, and she's cashed in to be top of the world. Amy Truesdale, para world champion. Completes the medal ceremony. They usually try and bring everyone up onto the top podium step, but obviously not on this occasion. And as you rightly said, spare a thought for Raji Akarmachi, injured in that final. She takes silver, but Amy Truesdale, the champion. Lovely moments, all the stress is gone, all the training's done. What a feeling that is.
I know, yeah. Sometimes you don't realise what you have done until you get back to the room, because obviously the ceremony's going on, you get rushed to go on the podium, and like all the emotions that you have don't actually sink in till you get back. But I know for a fact she'll be really proud of herself, and we all are, and it was amazing to watch her today and the rest of the team.
Yeah, I'm sure the rest of the team, you can just about see over the shoulder there of Amy Truesdale in the background. Oh, they're proud of their fighter, and she's set the bar high here at the World Championships. Para-World Champion Amy Truesdale, par excellence, top class from Truesdale, and richly deserving of that title. And of course that completes the medal presentation and the lovely moment for Amy Truesdale. She can go off into the London evening, relax and enjoy it. And we will move on to some more para-taekwondo action. Plenty of it to come. I'm delighted to say Bianca Walton will join us for one more final, and that will be between Kazakhstan and Turkey, to our understanding. Nishan Omaral against Yasar Sami Gokaba, and that one is coming up, the men's 75 kilogram final, and that's to be looked forward to. The podium will be moved away. We'll take a little break and do our research and preparation. The men's final on its way in just a few seconds.
Ukraine's court number 4 is Victoria Marshall from Ukraine. On red is the Turkish national team, Nurul Bilek. On court number 3, in blue, Chong, with the Russian national team, we have Sakinat Magomedova. That's the Russian national team. She's against home red, Jana Pako from Serbia. On the centre court number 1, in blue, Chong from Kazakhstan, we have Najin Amiroholi. Against from Turkey, Yasser Sami Dokbala. On the red, of course. And on court number 2, the one is the athlete entrance from Serbia. Elena Terzic is Chong in blue. On red from the Turkish national team.
Well, after the major domestic excitement there for Amy Truesdale, it is a wonderful moment now for the fighters from Kazakhstan and Turkey respectively as they ready themselves for the men's final, the 75 kilogram and above, the heavyweight class, and it is the K42 grouping. So obviously they have medical assessments as to how they are categorised, and their abilities are then matched up against someone, same weight category, same competency, but it will not be the same result. Who's going to take the gold? We are ringside, we get to find out. And I was talking a little bit before with Bianca Walton, who's joined us. Of course, you know the pedigree that you bring to the sport, Bianca, but we had a little look at the Kazakhstan fighter before. Great back kicks and also that shift back right leg regardless. You know, he's got that quality.
Yeah, there's some really so much talent in this competition, and like they've earned this place in the final now, and hopefully they can show us a good fight.
No question about it, and they'll be trying to show their best here. Omar Al Nishan against Yasser Sami Gokbaba, and it is Gokbaba the Turk. He's the man in red. Electronic protector test is done, and the customary show of respect before they batter each other up and down the ring. Omar Ali in blue, Gokbaba in red. And Gokbaba on the back foot, loves to shift back. Good back leg turning kick, old school.
Yeah, that was a really strong back leg. He seems like he's trying to find out his distance and wait for that timing to shoot off that back leg.
Yep, shoot it off to good effect, but a little front leg counter after that as well. Ties it up, 2 points apiece as we reach into the last minute here. A minute and a half per round, which, trust me, is more than enough when someone's trying to kick you. Of course, no head kicks in para taekwondo, and no waiting either. Gamjon given. Omrali tries to reach in with that back leg turning kick. Gokbaba on the defensive.
Yeah, it was a strong back leg there. You can see that they're just trying to tactically get each other out, like they're waiting for that shot to wait. I think they're trying to fake each other out, waiting for the counter.
And of course, as they wait for the counter, sometimes changing stance. Nice little hook round the corner from Gokbaba. Omrali as well. Rallies back into this one. Back leg, well, it almost snuck up to the head. I think it did. Looked quite a clean head shot. Yeah,
I think that just clipped in. Obviously, that's not allowed in the rules, but that's a Gamjon given there.
Yeah, unintentional, perhaps. Well, we would certainly imagine it would be, as you say. Seemed to flick up the stairs, catch the jaw, and it caught Gokbaba unawares. 5 points apiece, Gamjon given. Is he okay to continue?
Yeah, he seems like he's going to get up. I think he's like he's going to continue. Maybe it was just an accident, and a respect to carry on, like, because you can just make mistakes in Taekwondo, can just slip up. So,
yep, he made that mistake and he paid for it. Lost the Gamjon, did Omrali. But Gokbaba took one to the jaw. Good footwork from both men here into the open stance. Back leg turning kick, whistling past there.
Yeah, very fast back leg then. You can see that's what he's trying to get on. That's his strength. His left leg counter back leg is really strong. Like, he's just scored another point there. He's just picking up them points with them shots.
And of course, as you know well, Bianca, as we reach the end of that first round, the timing and distance, the ability to move back, to bring your opponent in, so important.
Yeah, definitely. That's the hardest thing in Taekwondo. To get that timing and distance perfect is a really hard skill. And if you can nail it, even if you've got one kick, if you're really good at that timing and distance, it's the hardest thing to get out of the way.
Is having to get out of the way of the left leg of Omrali at the moment. The Kazakh fighter, he's in command. He's taking a tumble to the Turks' tactics, and he is doing well here. Omrali Nishan in fine form. 4-point gap here as we go into the second round, the men's heavyweight final, so to speak, the 75 kilograms and above. Yajar Gokbaba of Turkey into the closed stance this time, trying to shift back and forward.
Nice little exchange there. Like he's still trying to find that back leg, and I think Turkey's just trying to sneak in with his front leg because that's his main strength. You can see he feels comfortable off his left leg forward.
And of course, as we've seen with that left leg forward, he knows Omrali has the back kick, so it's, we talked about before, trying to get that space.
Yeah, definitely. It's about timing and taking that risk to get that shot. Like if he because he knows he has got a back kick, he's got to take the risk for that front leg and roll out the way and avoid the back kick.
Yep, no risk, no reward, and at the moment, all the rewards so far going to Kazakhstan. There's the back kick that we mentioned, just sliding round the corner. Good work from Gokbaba, makes him throw it. Lovely back leg turning kick again from the Kazakh in blue. And as we reach into the last minute, he fixes the foot guard, looking comfortable, dominating, and a lovely little counter.
Yeah, definitely. They're definitely going for it now. They're trying to get the fight going a bit more, and the points are racking up for the Kazakhstan. But nearly an exchange there.
And that exchange not bearing any fruit for Gokbaba. Tried with a little double technique, good variation, but the only double that counts is that back kick there. What a shot that was.
Lovely, what a shot. That was perfect timing. I think it's winded him actually. I think it's hurt him quite a bit, and if you get hit with a good back kick, it's the worst pain in the world. So.
No question, you're right, because we're both sitting laughing here as if we know that feeling. We've given it out, we've taken it, and when you feel that back kick, it's the reason that people do that footwork, that jumping back kick. Perfect technique. Yeah,
but he's still going for it. The Turkish boy's still going in there, and I think he's not going to give up this fight. He's got one more round. You never know, he could come back.
Yep, no question. It's not over till it's over. But at the moment, Omar Nishan, really good value for it, and crisp technique. Really impressed with that.
Yeah, I'm really impressed. He's got a really good strong back leg and a counter back kick when the Turkish guy attacks, and hopefully he can just go in there and shows a bit more of that technique, because it is a good technique. It scores 4 points in this competition, and it is a strong technique if you can get the points on the board.
No question about it. Strong technique and double points for Omrali. He's got a 12-point gap here. But Gokbaba, as you rightly say, still in this contest as we reach into the third and final round. Well, roaring into the lead here, Omrali. There's the back kick that we mentioned again. And even though it doesn't score, gives your opponent plenty to think about.
Yeah, definitely. It does set your opponent off. Like, if you can stand there strong and score that back, even if you don't get the point, it does threaten the opponent coming, and they do double think about coming back to you.
As you say that, they worry about coming back and worry about the score at the moment. Credit to Gokbaba as we creep into the dying stages of this one. 45 seconds and some change left in this heavyweight final for the world para title. Both men going for it, but that back kick, I'll never get tired of seeing that. I'm sure Gokbaba is more than tired of it as we reach into the last 30.
Yeah, even though there's a 10-point gap, like, Turkey is definitely going for it. He's still trying to find that shot. He's not giving up. He's only got 25 seconds, and you never know what could happen.
No question about it, but trying to close the door on the ambitions of Gokbaba is Omrali Nishan from Kazakhstan. He is the man at the moment, and he's got time on his side, and he's got the gap, and it looks for all the will in the world that finally Gokbaba, well, he's eaten one too many back kicks, and it's going to be silver for Turkey, but to the delight of the man from Kazakhstan, world heavyweight champion, which is a title that you know well, Bianca.
Yeah, it's a beautiful title to have, and fair play for the Kazakhstan then. He went out there strong, he nailed that back leg counter and he nailed that back kick, and it paid off for him, and he is the heavyweight champion of the world.
Well, it's a wonderful feeling, and of course, as you rightly said, you have to now prepare your own heavyweight ambitions. And as we reach the end of the conclusion of that one there, Omrali Inshan with the gold for Kazakhstan, silver medal, richly deserved. Yaja Gokbaba from Turkey, and his moment with the flag. And as we've said before, what a feeling that is to be on top of the world, richly deserved. And of course now, Bianca, we're going to let you go. Just one final question. Between now and match day, do you train again? Do you rest? What's the schedule?
Well, today was actually my last session, because tomorrow I do go to the weigh-in in the morning, the day before we fight. So I'm just going to chill out now, go back to the hotel, come tomorrow to support the team, the people who are competing tomorrow. We have some great talent on tomorrow, like Lauren, Joe Mahama, and then we have the 68 boys, which is always a good weight to watch. So I'm just going to come down, support them, and then go back, chill out, and then Saturday is the day.
Well, we wish you all the luck in the world. Of course, luck doesn't come into it when you do all the preparation, but best of preparations, and I hope it goes great for you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bianca Walton, for all your time. And of course now we will let Bianca creep off into the London evening and do her preparations, and we will await for the next final, which is coming up, and that involves Iran and Russia, and it should be an absolute classic. Mahdi Puranama against Magomedir Islamdirov, and Islamdirov, the Russian, comes into this one as a potential favourite. Mahdi Puranama, he's the man in blue. You guess for yourself which colour his opponent is in. Islamdirov, the Russian, well, he was in a hurry to get going. The centre referees had the conversation. They're ready to rumble. Iran in blue, Russian in red. Back leg turn and kick straight away there from Puranama. 3 times world champion already. Can he make it a fabulous 4 here? Islamdirov doing well to close it down. Islamdirov reaching in with the back leg turn and kick. Good push to follow as well. A tactical battle from both men. The big back leg turn and kick followed by the push. That's a sign that you're watching your opponent. And it's only me that's watching the clock. 45 to go in this one, opening round. Good back kick attempt there from Islamdirov, the Russian. Nice hook kick round the corner from Puranama, but he hits the deck and takes the gamjon. And that is the only slim pickings at the moment. 1 point separating them. Back leg turning kick changes it though for the Russian. Sneaks into the lead. Nice little shot under the guard, and does well not to go out for the gamjon. Close battle. Puranama, Mahdi of Iran, well, he's only lost 1 fight in the last 4 years. He doesn't want to make it 2 here in the biggest of occasions. But his starts go, that's a good one for Magomedir Islamdirov. He's a big name in Russia and a big name in para taekwondo. Can he claim the big title? We'll find out in the next round. Well, here we go, round number 2, eyes down, look in. It is time for the final. The men's under 75 kilogram grouping. Mahdi Puranama from Iran, 3 points down. Islamdirov, the Russian, He's in red, and he's rushing even further into the lead. He sends it to a 5-point gap. The back kick, though, from Puranama takes a trick, and he takes the trio. 7-3 now. The referee just checking that I think it's the arm guard has come a little bit loose, the glove in fact. Well, it is the business end of this competition now. Well, Izal Dabirov doing his own tailoring service here. Gets himself a suit to fit. And can he find a foot to fit the body?
sent her? Who is sent her? Maga!
One of the units from down in South London, so they came to for their project. Yeah, so just random piece. No, from the down South London University. One of the also I did here was the Hamble one, and then like separately do something here. I did it. I volunteered the park. Like big events, so constantly yeah, last week when I did was another in the swimming and they had like a concert in the Robbie Williams and the Rolls Royce Park. Yeah, I did them and then finished the shift and then about 8 o'clock or something, then watched the it's a long day sometimes actually. Alright, there.
What's to you? That's why they said it.
Somebody else for like traveling tomorrow.
Who better?
Might be a bit more, not an issue, but it could be a little bit because they're playing tomorrow night. And what they do is they, you know,
I'm from Central.
Alright, the station's that way, I mean, you see the stadium. You see the stadium. Yeah, it's just down that way. Where the shopping
It's quite easy to pick up. Like,
Yeah.
once you know what you're doing.
So I see your leg was kind of cramping up.
Yeah, I've been stood all day.
That's why I've been. Looks like I'm doing a bit
Limbering
weird.
up.
And looks, I think it is. So. Makes no sense.
But, I know.
I was calling up in half an hour and
You called and then called and then called and called.
you're surprised they don't mercy rule. The school up for the mercy rule now actually.
You what?
And that bit after the school,
Yeah.
you've got to be mercy rule now, like 42 to 2.
No, I thought they just called it off then.
And that's what I thought. Well, clearly not. That's why they call it mercy because like, this is just.
He's not going to pull it back now, is it? Last round, is it?
All that's going to happen is that somebody's going to get injured.
Yeah.
So this is just like, I know they want to do it, but like, this is just going to spare the person more humiliation.
He's obviously.
But like, that's the thing, like the size difference. Like, that's like, doesn't seem fair at all.
He's obviously not very good.
There's no way they can be the same weight. Unless it's got weight, that weight distribution. But it doesn't look particularly like sticky. No, it doesn't. You can see the guy, has to take such a massive run up to hit the punch when he kicks. And then the kick is move that way.
Вот битва, не надо, битва не надо. Бей, бей, бей. Вот, спокойно, все, 10 минут осталось. Да не надо, все нормально, Ваня. Все, спокойно, иди.
know the thing about the corner, right?
Sorry?
You know the corner, yeah.
Yeah, one that sat like it's not.
Back left corner. Yeah. I think I saw somebody do it in the morning. Yeah. That's what I think I was supposed to be there.
What are you doing that?
Yeah, something like that. But they play. Then nobody told them about.
That you
Yeah. So you know, on the application when we actually, the one we just have to send our style. We said the name of all our people and we said what are we going to do in terms of like preferred role, preferred roles. This one, entertainment in tomorrow or something. I don't know, that's what
I'm off to. I'm going to.
Yeah. Yeah. You just cover it today and then go now. So yeah, this thing, I think it's going to be 9:30, 10:30. That's when it was scheduled. No, tonight. Today's event or something. I don't know if it's later.
I got told 10.
All I got was like next few days I've got my time.
Like half 7 till 10.
Mine just said today to 8 to blank.
So you don't like seeing it here, it can be any time.
No.
1 morning.
No.
Imagine.
No. Everybody, I think they're not locked out.
Yeah.
No. They wouldn't let me in, they think they'd be asleep.
Yeah, no.
When you've been here all that time, have you had a break or
Not like half an hour. No, I've been on this camera all day.
They haven't given you a break?
I've had 2.
Alright. I mean, you know between 6 and 7 there was nothing happening. Did you have a break then?
Oh,
yeah,
we
but
had
you
to
were
be
there.
part of the camera system to it.
Alright. The first preliminaries and stuff like that. Yeah, like somebody's going to take that really. Then you won't let you go on your arm.
Just carrying it off. Don't mind me.
Don't mind me, I don't think anything can blank. I don't think you can blank that one. No.
Yaklaş. Gidin içeri. Evet, çok güzel. Sağlamdır. Hadi bir puan al. Hadi. Evet. O yatacak bir şey. Puanı sen alacaksın. Evet. Sol. Sol önden git. Evet, sol. Şimdi. Aferin. Evet, çok güzel. Şimdi sen çek üstüne, sen çek. Biraz aç boşluğu. Evet, çek üstüne, gelemez. Çek. Yapma, çok güzel. Evet. Sakin. Evet. Harika. Geliyor. Çok. Evet, sakin, böyle. Gelemiyor bak, öne geçince gelemiyor.
No, from them, the scores, I think.
All right, okay, so.
No, it's not.
No, I don't mind. So usually I prefer the tech stuff anyway. So the camera and
Rather than the broadcast.
you know, they're showing people like in the early morning, like, hey, the ticket, stuff like this and this. And then I'm showing the people like, the kids. The kids. Yeah, you know, the kids were here earlier. You would have filmed it. Yeah, trying to make sure they sit. Yeah. Trying to the athletes to kind of shove or go back. Try.
No worries.
Yeah.
Yor biraz. Top çekile. Evet. Çok güzel. Bozma. Vur sola. Evet, işte bu. Biraz daha blok olduğu yere değil. Uzun vur. Serkan uzun vurursan yakalarız. Bloğu içeri alır. Vur. Gönderme. Evet, aferin.
Yok ya.
Sakin, sakin. Yok lan dikkat et. Çıkart dışarı bak köşeye gel. Köşeye gel. Çıkma içeri alma. At yok çekil eline girer. Evet evet. Köşeye devam et. Devam et. Çıkar at dışarı atarsın. Dışarı atarsın. Ortaya yapacak. Ortaya yapacak. Yapacak ortaya. Koluna doğru değil. Ortaya. Evet. Ah. Sağlam. 20 saniye var. Hadi oğlum, hadi oğlum. Güzel, güzel, güzel. Sakin, sakin. Acele etme, acele etme. O panik bize gelecek. Panikleme 15 saniye. Sakın. Girme falan, girme. Girme falan. 10 saniye var. Oy. Sakın. Girme, girme, girme. Uzak dur biraz. 5 saniye var. Gel.
I think I forgot about it now. I'm just ignoring it. I woke up in the morning. I was like, oh, that what?
There's another, like when I was in like helping out the London Marathon, I was like, there, make sure people didn't cross the road, all the mass runners coming through. And go home and I was like cramping up the toe. I couldn't get up.
You know what's nice after that? A nice bath. Just to soak in the bath.
I prefer like a slightly pulled out.
Really?
Oh, make pulled out.
Hadi oğlum.
I mean, I probably was supposed to have like a
Blok, blok. Unutma bloğu. Unutma bloğu. Bana. Değiştirme. Aynı. Oldu. Sola uzun at. Arkaya doğru uzun at. Sol ayağı. Arkaya doğru. Blok olduğu yere değil. Kaldır uzun at. Ne? Kaldırma ayağı. Kaldırma. Bas. Uzak dur biraz. Uzak dur. Serkan. Durma mesafesi biraz çek. Uzak dur. Evet. Uzak dur. Önüne düşsün. Uzak dur. Önüne düşsün. Uzak dur. Uzak dur. Önüne düşsün. Evet dur. Önüne düşeceksin. Vur. Evet. Dikkat et. Uzak dur. 30 saniye var. Uzak dur. Serkan biraz daha uzak. Uzak. 20 saniye var. Gelişine sürpriz vuruşlar yapabilirsin. Evet çok güzel. Uzak dur. 10 saniye. Abi 10 saniye var. 8. Hadi. Bitti oğlum.
Drop off you. Yeah. Go for it. Yeah, do that better. Like, get a little bit. Do whatever like that when you get with the, the whole map of why that that's can't do that. I'm not doing my silence.
I'm just trying to make it a lot easier. If I get
That's the way I'm going with it. they need somebody down here. And I thought, all right, just show me what to do first, and then just like just show you. Yeah, and then the guy just showed me. But at first I didn't know that this camera, didn't know you could tilt it. So I had it like this, and I thought, why am I not getting? I need a wide that one wide and zoom it like this. I didn't know you could tilt it.
How far up?
Yeah, and that's it. And that one really that first. I would never have it that.